What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Solend and Solana. Very odd scenario, and one that would concern me. It certainly concerned the community. It's been an interesting sort of 48 hours, really, looking at what's happening. Before I get into that, I update the spreadsheet. The first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. I invested $100 into each of these when I released videos about them, and you're still holding all that crypto. You've been profit for like 9.6k. This spreadsheet was over 100k at one point. That's should be a reminder. Take profits. Like, profit taking is always key during a bull cycle. One thing I've been banging on for about 7 months now is a recession was coming. Build your list of coins you're excited about. If you've been doing that, fantastic. If you haven't, you've still got time. Bear cycles last a while. If you've got family obligations or no work-life balance, then and you want to see the coins that I'm getting into, you can check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share the coins I buy and sell, and the coins that I'm investing in during this bear cycle, the coins that I believe can 20x or 40x or 50x or 100x. Like I said with Phantom, which is still up 51, nearly 52 times since I released that Udemy course. So if you want to see the coins that I think that I'm investing in now, that I've bought up a couple last week, I'm going to be buying up as much as I can, DCAing in throughout this bear cycle. So if you want to see them, you just click the link in the description and check it out. Solend. This is really bloody weird. So Solend's whale liquidation crisis prompts a second vote to reverse emergency powers. So firstly, Solend, if you're unfamiliar, is a lending protocol based on Solana. And they've had to go back to their ballot box with a flash vote about whether to invalidate Sunday's emergency powers plan to wrest control of the platform's largest account, which is a $100 million whale on the verge of a potentially chaotic on-chain liquidation. The anonymous wallet at the heart of the crisis had deposited 95% of Solend's entire Solana pool and represented 88% of USDC borrowing. However, Solend's single largest user came dangerously close to a massive margin call because of Sol's obviously capitulation in price. If Sol hit $22.3 or $22.30, the protocol would automatically liquidate up to 20% of the whale's collateral, which is obviously a hell of a lot. Solend, which supports tokens like Solana and USDC, is giving its governance token holders 6 hours to vote on the proposal, voting yeah on SLND 2 would firstly invalidate the first vote, and secondly, it would extend voting periods to 1 day's length, and thirdly, it would begin work on a new, less drastic emergency powers free solution to the whale wallet crisis. So they said, we recognize that a voting time of 1 day is still short, which was the co-founder, Ruta. But we need to act swiftly to address the systemic risk and fact that normal users can't withdraw USDC. We ask our community to be active in governance in the next few days. Voting time will be revisited in a future proposal. So basically what happened is that developers feared that the multi-million-dollar liquidation of that wallet would flood Solana dexes with too much sell pressure and potentially jam up the network. And we've seen Solana's network be jammed over the past sort of year. And when Solana's network gets jammed, they switch the network off, switch back on again, effectively. So they pushed through a vote to commandeer the whale wallet and execute its liquidation more seamlessly via over the counter. Now, everyone went mad. An attorney called it illegal. A popular personality scoffed at the low turnout repo. A chain founder derided the seat of pants governance hack job that they effectively did. And a competing lending service on Ethereum said it was in an indictment of DeFi on Solana. So, and this is just some of so my mind is blown by this. Not only is this contrary in every way to DeFi, to the DeFi ethos, it's also illegal. At best, this is trespass/conversion, with potential to get much worse depending on how things play out. And there's absolute validity here. You're talking about a DeFi company taking hold of someone's wallet. Now, whether you're jealous of someone having $100 million or whether you're fearful that that could have real impact on the overall market, particularly with regards to Solana, no company is meant to have the right to just take hold of your wallet and deal with your money. It's insanity. And obviously the backlash on Twitter was staggering. In fact, the backlash everywhere was pretty staggering. And Solend had to go back to the drawing board. And Sol price recovery is granted a bit of liquidation wriggle room, but the issue of what to do about the non-responsive whale wallet remains. $120 million worth of USDC is stuck in the protocol that average users can't withdraw. The whale's loans alone have locked up $108 million. So the new vote had not yet passed at the time of press, like the previous one, although I believe it did pass. And it's pretty bad. I mean, the leader said, I guess one silver lining is because of all the negative attention we've gotten, participation should be much higher than the average. With that regard, he was talking about the voting, not the usage of the platform. The fact is this is a platform I'd stay away from, off the basis that I just think that emergency powers governance acts that they were trying to put in is horrifying. You can't do that. And this is it. I mean, interesting to see which lending service on Ethereum said it was an indictment of DeFi on Solana. Let's have a quick look. He is the founder of Notional Finance. Okay. So the Solend issue ultimately seems to be an indictment of DeFi on Solana. There isn't enough Sol liquidity on DEXs to enable Sol as collateral. But if you can't allow the native blockchain token as collateral in lending protocols, you can't really do anything. It's genuinely a valid point. Genuinely a very valid point. And this is a somewhat precarious situation because this whale wallet is still non-responsive. If this whale gets liquidated, if the prices capitulate once again, although it looks unlikely at this moment in time, things look bad for Solend and very possibly Solana, because we've seen a number of different sort of bank runs in recent history. Hell, there's even a $20 million award out there right now for anyone that can highlight what the hell happened in terms of Celsius, as in if anyone's got proof that someone attacked Celsius, this anonymous company or group are going to give this person $20 million. So there's people that believe there's been to some degree a run on Celsius. There's people that believe that there was a run on Terra, which I believe there was. I think Do Kwon failed in terms of, but down to incompetence, not insidiousness, I don't believe. But I do believe they were attacked. If Solana, Solend get attacked, Solana could really suffer. That price is already at really low levels compared to some of the highs that it's had. But all in, if you're in Solend, I would be looking to get out as soon as you can. If you can, I don't know if you're not stuck with USDC in terms of withdrawals, and it's just that you've got Solana potentially. If you can get out of that protocol, I would do that, because there should also be that concern of overreaching governance. Most of us don't like big brother government sort of telling us what to do, or wanting to know every detail of facet of our lives. This is akin to that, except it's literally taking control of somebody's wallet. However much money, however envious any of us might feel about that person's wallet, you have no right as a company to take control of that. That's fundamentally against all the principles of decentralized finance. So, yeah, that leadership would concern me with regards to Solend. And again, what it does show is Solana have some serious issues, because the potential for just, like the network having congestion again, and then, when they've got such back end congestion multiple times, we've seen them just shut the blockchain down, restart it. But when it's down for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. That's bad. And these teething problems need to be addressed for Solana. If you're in Solend, let me know in the comments, how you're feeling. Have you been able to remove your funds from the protocol? How do you feel about the leadership? Let me know in the comments down below. That Emergency Powers Act. How do you feel about that? Let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know when new content's coming out. And guys, if you want to see the coins that I'm buying up during the bear cycle, the coins that I believe have that huge staggering potential for the 20x's, 40x's, 50x's, 100x's, then all you have to do, guys, is click the link in the description and check it out. I've got made a couple buys last week. I've got buy orders live right now, but whether or not they close, it looks like the market's gonna have a nice little bounce, maybe for a couple of weeks, unless some negative news starts coming out more and more and more, which we could see. But yeah, if you want to see the coins that I'm trying to buy up or have bought up, just click the link in the description and check it out. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Bye bye.